world! Look into my eyes! When you see me on a show, when you see these fans, you know you've got the best in the damn world!
This is the Wrestling Matters podcast where we stand up for professional wrestling.
Here we fucking go!
Well, enough is enough, and it's time for a change!
Professional wrestling! This is it! This is us standing up! Yes! 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 Yes!
That's 13-14!
Cena, I am the best in the world.
Cause that's the bottom line! Cause Stone Cold said so!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another installment, the second installment of my Cruiserweight Classic podcast. That's right, brought to you by the Wrestling Matters podcast. My name is Anthony Walker, your host for this episode. Hope you guys are well, hope you guys enjoyed the CWC this week. I know I did. 2 shows straight in, no problemo, quite frankly, and I'm looking forward to next week's show because it features Zack Sabre Jr. More on that in a bit. Right, the matches were this week. I'll go through the matches. Damian Slater one-on-one with Tajiri. TJ Perkins versus the Mack. D.A. Mack, that is. Lince Dorado. I hope I said that right. Mustafa Ali one-on-one. And Tozawa versus Kenneth Johnson. We'll start with Damian Slater and Tajiri. Very good match to start off. It was Battle of the Kicks because it seemed Slater wanted to match Tajiri with kicks, which was a huge mistake. Because many of you people have seen Tajiri's career in ECW and that, you know he's a fucking lethal motherfucker when it comes to kicks. And Slater did show some good technical wrestling, show some stuff. Didn't fear Tajiri, wasn't scared of him one bit. And showed a good outing towards Tajiri, but Tajiri's experience, straight kick to the face and then a buzzsaw kick got him the victory. And then advance to the next round where he'll take on Grand Metallic, which should be a classic, to be honest, we'll see. TJ Perkins went one-on-one with Mack, and for those of you that don't know, I'm sure you all know, TJ Perkins is the man who was behind the character in TNA, Suicide. Yeah, Suicide. And TJ Perkins now getting his opportunity in WWE. And both men were smooth as hell in this match. Mack hits a great plunger. I don't know why Ronaldo called it a somersault plunger, because there was no somersault involved. He just dived over, but anyway, Mack came closest to the win. TJ showed a great outing as well. He came close on occasions. Both men were smooth as hell in this match. Some great stuff all around, and a version of a GTS move, then into a knee bar, got TJ Perkins the win, and Mack had to tap out. The story of the match, though, was TJ was looking for that submission hold. He did a couple of attempts, and I think he got it on the second attempt with the Great Muta's submission hold, one of them submission holds as well. He was very well known for his submission as well, Mr. Perkins, and it worked for him in the end because he managed to lock in a knee bar after hitting that version of the GTS move, which is the GTS, but instead of using the knee, he just basically kicked him in the face and got the victory. Now, for the match that, in my opinion, this is my opinion, stole the show. Lince Dorado one-on-one with Mustafa Ali. Some great train wrestling by Ali to start off with. Both men again showed a good outing, but there was some sick moments in this match that were just insane. Dorado hits a head scissors off the apron on Ali, sick, and then follows it up with a moonsault, which was insane. The head scissors was even sick considering the bump that Ali took. A springboard, something I have never ever seen, and I agreed with Daniel Bryan on this. In all my years of watching wrestling, I have seen a reverse Rana. I don't think I have ever seen a springboard reverse Rana. A springboard off the second rope in the ring. and then a reverse Rana. I've never ever seen that before, and that was sick. And almost got Dorado the win. And then, not to be outdone, Ali came in with a springboard. I don't know if it was a double jump. A jump, you could call it a jump Spanish fly, but I call it a springboard Spanish fly. Which, he was on the second rope. Dorado got up to the top rope, manages to counter it, and then jumps on the top rope from the second rope position where he was sitting on, jumps on the top rope and then hits the Spanish fly, which was sick. But a reverse 450 splash cost Ali the win because he made a mistake, went for the 450. Dorado moves out the way and hits a shooting star press for the win, which was amazing in its own right. On to the main event. Tozawa, I hope I said that right, and Kenneth Johnson, and Tozawa went through. Apparently this guy's the best friend of one Apollo Crews, from what I heard. Great train wrestling to start off. Lots of counters in this match. Hard-hitting stuff. Both men were rocking each other. There was one with a discus elbow by Tozawa. He bounces off the ropes and then takes a kick in the face, rocking Kenneth, but Kenneth showed great heart in this, and it was hard-hitting stuff, but a quick snap German suplex into a deadlift German suplex got Tozawa the win, and he goes on to the next round. If I pronounce that name wrong, I apologize. It is not easy pronouncing Japanese wrestlers' names, believe you me. But all in all, a great show, great outing, but in the second episode, and I'm looking forward to next week's episode because it's going to be headlined by Brian Kendrick's on next week in the main event, and it's also got Zack Sabre Jr. And if you guys don't know who this guy is, well, let's just say next week you're in for a treat. Let me tell you, he is probably one of the best technical wrestlers to come out of Britain, if not the best technical wrestler to come out of Britain. But all in all, guys, 5 out of 5. Really enjoyed the show, and I'm very much looking forward to the next week. Hope you guys enjoyed this little podcast. I'll be back next week with episode 3 of this CWC podcast. Also, check out my Battleground predictions that I put up this week on the Wrestling Matters channel and SoundCloud. Download all of these podcasts that you hear on the Wrestling Matters channel or even on SoundCloud. Download them for free on SoundCloud. Be sure to check out my review that I've got coming up right after the pay-per-view, that I'll be recording right after the pay-per-view, and it'll be up right after the pay-per-view and all this week. The Battleground pay-per-view, that is. I'll be doing a review on that, and that'll be exclusive to the Wrestling Matters channel and SoundCloud. But and also look out for episode 121 of the podcast as well. Don't forget that. And until next time, guys, my name is Anthony Walker. Hope you enjoyed these podcasts. Thanks for the feedback to the people who commented on the podcast as well this past couple of weeks on the channel. And see you next time. Peace out.
Well, enough is enough, and it's time for a change.
Professional wrestling! This is it! This is us standing up!
Yes! 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 Yes!
That's 13-14!
Dina, I am the best in the world.
Cause that's the bottom line. Cause Stone Cold Simpson.